Yeah. James, I want to give you a second to speak about. So we know that that empirically a lot of the policies that we see don't really produce the results that people claim them to produce. So let's say you could do anything. You were in charge of the American economy and you can do whatever you want. Or better yet, you were in charge of the world economy and you can do whatever you want. What kind of changes would you make?
Well, I would start delegating authority pretty quickly because the concentration of power is precisely the problem. And I would ask, what is the golden parachute that people would be prepared to offer to get me out of that job? I think those would be the two rational things. No, but seriously, the most important steps that we can take are to provide democratic accountability for our economic institutions, to make it less true that aspects of our lives are governed in secret on the basis of how much financial power people have. And that's a problem in the United States. It's a problem in Europe. It's, of course, a problem everywhere. But the whole purpose of having democratic institutions is, in part, to bring excessive concentrations of power under control. And financial power is a particularly important target, a particularly insidious problem because it's so often exercised in secret. So openness, transparency, accountability, and responsible authority are the goals that I think citizens of a republic should have.
That's actually like an incredible way to say it. Those things alone would move us towards being able to get the solutions in place that we absolutely have to have. And the reason why I want to ask that question is because sometimes it's a little bit abstract from the normal person. Like, hey, we really don't know, X, Y, and Z, or all the technical terms, but we would really like to have a more accountable government, or we really like to have a more open process. And everybody says that, but we're really unclear like what kind of results it would have. But I think that it should be pretty clear that a more open process leads to less corruption. It counteracts that. Decentralization leads to less powerful entities being able to control things where they're so far removed from the decisions that they make that they can just make it and there's no accountability there or anything like that. They're just so powerful and they're gone. And I think that's kind of what you got going on in maybe the Eurozone or something like that, where you have a centralization of something and the people that are, basically living under those decisions are far removed from the actual decision-making process. But what I would like to say is this was actually a great interview. I really feel bad because for some reason on my end, I really couldn't hear as well. So I was really struggling to hear. I turned everything off in here, just complete silence so I can hear you speaking, but we'll work that out. And I would like to have you on maybe perhaps another time as you have time. I know you're a busy man, and we can probably take the discussion to a different area, preferably after I finish these next two books.
I'd be happy to join you. I apologize for this country phone line, but that's that's the offset for being in a remote part of the Vermont hills at the moment.
Oh, okay. I thought you had come back already. But either way, James, it's been great having you on. I would love to have you on again, and we have to end it so Ben can come on for the next show.
Okay. Thank you very much. Talk to you again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.